Can you imagine? Or you can't. Artificial intelligence in a fleshy robotic to the highest demise, not demise, demise. Do you know the difference between A, E, and I? What if I can mathematically connect words, and within the words, the letters change? Each word will be reflective of the same word, although the word may not say anything to you. But then again, when you play Scrabble and the letters show up and you haven't figured out the word yet, how come? The word is there. So you have this set of letters. So this is what I call the reverse alphabet. There's 2 letters. The reverse alphabet is 27 per letter. And there's more calculations inside of it. It's as like building. Building with the alphabet. Eventually, we build with the alphabet to tell stories. And one of those stories, hold on, my cat is, one of those stories is how things came to be. How you became you and I became me. We play video games. Wouldn't it be amazing to be really that character? We can create you on the television screen. You can see me, but I'm not there, or am I? So since they can project my image and my voice, can they actually give that body that you see on your screen an actual form to its skeleton? Because the who sits in front of who, as I do right now as you're watching me, I don't feel you, I don't see you. But what if I can get a full connection, like an avatar, enter into a new body at birth? You don't think it's possible? You don't think, Scotty, beam me up? 2554. Why 2 and 4? Why do numbers crisscross? As above is below has to be on an angle. I have to be able to explain that, and I can't right now. I would have to show it to you mathematically. This is in collecting information, what the opposite of a dice is. The opposite of a dice, okay, the opposite of a dice is 2 and 5. The 2, 5, and 8 are in the center. They're in the center. It's on the cross. It is the fine line, or it is the in-between and separation. Earth. Mars as the fine line, splitting the eye of Horus. Earth is the cube. I'm almost starting to think, how did it come to be the French and the English? E and F versus H and I. Where do I get my combination numbers from? Creation of A and B equaling to C and adding D equaling to 7. Now, if we reflect now and we add CBA onto this, so in between we would have we would have this. And there's an association for this. This is bowling. Usually when you play bowling in a professional league with the higher ups and in team style, you're always using 2 lanes. So we have 10 pins at 10 pins. So right away it shows me A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 7, H, 6, I, 5, J, 4. Yes, J becomes 10-4. And the truckers are out there. And the rabbit ears are on and the ham radios coming in between. Everybody wants to break up the populist heaven to the one that is the core, that's demising everything. This has been pre-written, pre-recorded. We're just acting it out differently. We are the Freshy Robotics, free thinkers, here to let their minds go, to exercise the mind, the body, and the soul. Shakara, shakara, shakara. Pi, nay, AI gland, divided by 3, born in the electronic world, crossing through the sun. What is DC? Why do we call it the slot machine? Why do we go gamble and they call it a casino? The story behind the word, through the letters, through comparing all the letters and words and the mathematics that go with it, and see the situations we would end up with to understand what the letter is, understanding what the number is, and then the associations and ways to be able to write that number. 111. As is creation, 36936. We never end up on the area we stand. We always have to surpass that area, like shaking hands. We're not meeting at the point of the Da Vinci Code between Canada and Russia. CR. Arc. Canada and Russia. The arc to the world. Where is everything going on right now? Canada and Russia. And who gets in between? The US, the USTD, Rust, representing Pluto. And look at my body. I am rusty in the light. DC. Here is the letter D. And then here is the letter C. I can go even bigger. And then even when I pull the C together, it could be a CD. And if you want to design a CD on how it works, and then you got the wheel that you roll. And if you look at it, it's R and R. And everybody knows that, you know, who R and R is. But what you have to see is that when we do this, it's a traveling road. Let me fix my yeah, it's a little bit better. Something like that. So that's R and R coming together, and I call that video. And you can, if you want to put it face to face, you know, 18 or 81, because it's 18 or 81 that will create this 18 or 81. See, this is off to one side, and then we can mark it off to both sides, and then we have our 4 areas. So with 4 areas, okay, we're going to call that 90. With our 4 areas, we're going to call that, I'm just trying to think of all the things that go with 4. Oh, we're going to call it that. That's 3. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 times that, okay, equals to 1 times that. So that is that. So life has to be a rectangle and not a square. So if they broke it down into a square, we ended up with 2 cubes. Anyways, I wasn't looking to get into any of this. I wasn't looking to get into this either. That you do have to note. You notice the way there's an area space here, but that's a half area space. Where was I going with this? So what this is here, before I let it go, is this is bowling. 1 pin here, 2 pins here, 3 pins here. I didn't put it, and then I put the closing. I just put the outside, and all that's missing is the 3 pin of creation. So in reality, okay, I should not have, I'm not going to do that one either. So what we have here in this bowling setup is when I take this cube and I turn it sideways, and the cube fits right there. The cube fits perfect. So that is the angle of Venus. So I have to recreate this design to see how it goes, because the Mayans chopped it up this way. So this is where Venus comes. And then the 7th gate is between the first 10 in the 3 position and the second 10 in the 3 position. So if I flip that over, it's a full connection because you have all 5. So we end up with these 2 connected directly in there, and then these are the open space. And inside of this, okay, these are your 2 hearts. This is your love inside of this. I'm not sure if I can really do the artwork on this. I can tell you that you go around 1 cube here and 1 cube here, and then you took it and you end up with, and I'm not sure if you've seen this artwork or this logo being used, but it's what encompasses this. And what this is over here, or these are your, and I'm not sure if I made, what is this, row number 4? Should it be this distance? Is that the same distance? Yeah. So you can also see that in this division, what we're seeing. I'm not sure if I can do this. And when they're talking about turkeys, they're talking about 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. What covers a section are 3 X's. That's what covers a section. Okay. And then you have your singular 8 in the center over here. And then you have your your 8 over here. Now, what I want to speak about is 4, 4, 4, and 4, leaving me to 6, 4, and 0. The reason for that is a split. There's been a split in the pins in bowling. Otherwise, okay, what they're just going to do, okay, so you have, sorry, this is not right. This is not right, not right, not right, not right. Not right. And there's another way to do this. This has been pulled together because I put all 10 pins here and only added 6. So we're going to have to continue doing this design. This is only in a primary format. So this was a 6-4 split. Yes, it's a 6-4 split, but the numbers are wrong. The numbers are 3-4. So it's a 3 and 4 and 4 and 3 split. Okay, it's got 2 pins left over on each. The other split will only be 2 pins
and it'll usually be the 4 and the 4. So you'll have an 8 and 2 split, and this becomes the cycle of our moon. And then you have a 6 and 4 split. So you can call this the 0 and then the double 0, or how about just the W all itself? And this one we're going to call the U or the V. I'm going to have to try and understand this a little bit better. The O is the 15th letter, by the way. So what this is going to do, okay, what this did, okay, it gave me 7 and it gave me 7, 14. And what's left over is 1, 2, 2, and 3. So 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 is left over. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8. So you would have the heavens with 8, and you'd have the gateway that has been divided into split. And on the other side, this would also be number 3, and this would also be number 3, because it's in the 3rd row. And it's 3, 2, because if you're counting this way, it's in the 2nd row. But anyways, there's other things I wanted to say about this, and I'm going to be changing these numbers. But for now, we're keeping it basic. So in this one over here, we have 4 and 4 equaling to only 8. This will also equal to 16, equals to 24, equals to day and night. This one over here, 7 and 6, Mars and Earth. The numeric value for Earth and Mars, but they've switched everything around and they show this is Mars and this is Earth. This, okay, equals to 30. This equals to 21. So Mars, L1, is the cube, 21. It's 22 as to Mars, unicorn. Now I can get this completely reversed, for the reason is because Mars is number 51 and it can be created this way. And the obligation of drawing on this paper is I can't stop in between here when I'm drawing this line down, making number 51 in the artwork, looking, right, like 96 or 95. Looks like both of them, right? And yeah, so this is what it is. So the question is, did it get reversed? You see, when we do this, right, we have a single square right over here coming into the center. And Mars, being number 1, cannot go this way. So Mars must penetrate through Earth this way, right? And remember, if I do this, that means I can reach out and take this side of the cube to understand the angle, and this side of the cube to understand the angle. And the same thing for the top angle. We have been given all the instruments to learn the skeleton of the Word in God. God put Adam and Eve here naked, and they discovered and they built. And God couldn't give us the answer to what is the Word. He couldn't tell you the answer, but He told you the answer. He says, go free, learn, balance, science. In one of God's names, the name is Hashem, angel of heaven, science, Venus, number 18. Number 18 gets a new name. There's a new name for number 18 also I found today. I'm hoping to share with you. 99. Yeah, I'm not sure where it is. Just a lot of things going on. There are 16 bowling pins.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, sweet 16. They took away 4. There should have been 20. The 4 are overlapped. 44 must be overlapped. So all these bottom rows here, I will count them for 8. 8, 8, 8, 8 equaling to 32. I might just double up everything because I connected these together, but I will double up this one because the other 4 is gone. Now when you double it up, I will count it maybe for W. It also looks like W, holding it in. The 2 hockey sticks that you can't see. I'm not really sure. So this one over here,
the mathematics will also give 12 and 12 equaling to 19, equaling to 19. And that is AI. So you go A to H and I over to B equaling to 9, equaling to 11. This is your 911. This is your A coming from one side, going over to the other side, and then finding the world in between, and that is E. E is to all the worlds equal. E is to B, E is to H, E is to I, and E is to A. So when you see he equals to 13, I'm not sure what I can do with that. Plus 54 plus 41. So 14 and 13 go together. They are the separation of everything. And 14 and 13 are the separation. M and N are the separation of the alphabet. And in gematria, they're 1 and 1 or 11. So he comes in as creation because it's a separation. Gematria, M and N are both 1 and 1. So if we call this the 1 dot and 1 dot, if we looked at it as dots, it would be the reverse 66. It would be the gate by the 7th gate. Which other way can we look at this 1? We can say it's number 1. So the reverse would be 99. We can think as the 1 is the fine line. We can think as 1 is the fine line dividing 2 sides, equaling to 55 because it's halfway to go into both sides. So when we have a block center that separates everything, we're going to look at that as 1/3. But this becomes a whole, so it becomes 3, 3, 3 in between here. Why is this 3? Why is this 5? Why is it 30 seconds? Or why is it half a minute? Because of these realities. Raphael 72, I will come back at you. I just want to tell you something.
And this is what I believe. I believe that each and every one of us that puts our heart into what we want to do, we have a chance to learn the science. The success is only what can be or is achieved along the way of the science. Why do I believe this is the time that the good Lord has come upon us to share the words and understanding on what language is all about, what communication is all about? Because bringeth forth love and security by the truth and honor. Great never is the best. I try harder. Life is a science. Suck it up. Let it out. When you say it and know it and believe it and trust it for the truth of the science of creation, the Word of God is strong. And every single definition and thought, whether it's conspiracist or contortionist, whether it is a mathematician or a mathematician or an English torture or an English teacher, for the words that one speaks by the definition and learning and the understanding of the diplomas set upon them by priors who chose or changed or altered the reality, bring it forth on broken telephone over tens of thousands of years. We are who we are because of yesterday. So if you are not radical internally within and ponder peacefully within, then why are we here? For we are the children of creation, for we are the science, for what brought us here, for what possible reason do we need to jog our minds and memory, and it stands forth for rotation of Christmas. Energy and matter, memory and occupation of what it stands for, Area 25, Jack, Area 25, Space 44, the division of day and night, the continuation of the yin and the yang of energies. Why do we need more hot water than cold water when we're taking a warm, hottest shower? Why is hot red? Why is cold blue? Why do we put more red or less blue in order to create what is purple or violet? So when we mix the red and the blue pill, we get a purple pill. Purple is number 88. Window is number 88. A, B, C, D is 10. Windows 88, 10, 98. We have the high window. Now E and F has come into the game. EF, the E world. Now I had a number on how I got to EF, and EF, the number 7 and the number 3 are both 56. 56 is 2 moons, 28 and 28. It is a split between 8 and 2 in the cycle of the moon. It is what divides area space. And I didn't finish with the bowling numbers yet because the numbers switch around for reasons. Because the reality is when I set up the gematria, I go 1, 3, 5. So the bottom row,
so the fourth row over here is actually 5. So there's 20 here. This here is 9. This one, okay, this row over here, this row over here, sorry, this row over here, hold on a second. This row over here, this is first, this is second. No, we don't get that. Sorry, that's wrong. I made a mistake. This one over here is 5. So this one becomes 15. And this one over here becomes 9. 1, 3, 5, 9. And we reverse it. This is 1, 3, 5. And then 5, 3, 9. And then here is 19. And then here is 91. So I'm going to have to go over this again and these numbers. And also, why on the telephone is it not like that? Oh, it's not? It's not like that? You mean you're seeing it this way, right? So that's why I said I'm not sure if it's Mars or not to go that way. Because now that I see it, you see if Mars was the complete split this way. Okay, Mars is the split this way. I have to turn it this way to do Earth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have to switch all these around now. So there's a lot of equations going on. But I, no doubt in my mind, do I think that what I am doing associated with all the astrologists in the world, what they are doing, the flat earthers and what they are doing, and all the conspiracies and things you do not believe, I believe the system that I working with all creation to recreate and just realign everything that is in front of us and has always been throughout our lives. We just have to put time and effort. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I invite my cat upon the desk before this video ends.